Right, people, Apple's big iPhone event just wrapped up and we got a lot of things to talk about, so without further ado, let's just get into it. So we begin with the not so exciting product, the HomePod Mini. Now this, I'm not a big fan of, but honestly it is the right move for Apple to do because obviously, the biggest problem with the original HomePod was that it was too bloody expensive. $350 for a smart speaker powered by Siri, that's just a no-go. But this is going to be $99, and that is a much better price. Now, in terms of features, this is essentially Apple catching up with the likes of Amazon Alexa and, of course, Google Home. So in terms of features, you're getting the ability to recognize voices, so the HomePod Mini will know who's talking, which is pretty cool, but also is a feature already available on other smart speakers. But anyways, we also get stereo recording, which is another feature available on a lot of other speakers. But anyways, another really cool feature is that you can announce things to the house, which is also available on yeah, they've just taken literally the best parts about Google Home and Amazon Alexa and just put it in their speaker. That's about it. So yeah, if you want the HomePod Mini, it will be available on the 6th of October and then it will start shipping on the 16th. So there's that. It's not really the most exciting announcement in the world, so now let's get into the exciting stuff. And that begins with the iPhone 12 and the iPhone 12 Mini. Now, weirdly enough, every single thing that leakers mentioned ended up being true. The $699 and $799 price tag, the 5.4 inch and 6.1 inch size, the Super Retina XDR displays, the A14 chip, 4 gigabytes of RAM, 5 new colors. It's all there. It's pretty much what we expected. But still, it is a pretty decent deal, and I do expect the iPhone 12 Mini and the iPhone 12 to do incredibly well in terms of the sales figures because, you know, they're cheap, colorful iPhones, and people are gonna buy that up. Let's now move on to the pros, the pro phones for the pro people, the iPhone 12 Pro and the iPhone 12 Pro Max. Now this is also pretty much what we expected. Everything that was mentioned in the leaks ended up being true. The 6.1 inch display and the 6.7 inch display, the $1,000 and $1,100 price tag, the new blue color, which actually didn't end up being midnight blue, instead it's Pacific blue, but either way, it's a shade of blue, so there's that. Now, what are the big upgrades with the Pro? What are you getting for that additional $300 over the Mini? Well, to start with, you're getting a nicer design, stainless steel, frosted back, so, you know, that's that. But more importantly, it's all about the cameras this year with the Pros. The cameras are getting the big upgrades, and there are some juicy details to delve into. And we begin with LiDAR, because a lot of people assumed this would be pointless, but no, it actually serves a purpose and improves the camera experience. So not only does this improve autofocus, but you also get night mode, portrait mode. So much like the Pixel 5, you can now blur the background in your night mode shots, have some depth of field, which is pretty awesome, but unfortunately that's only on the 12 Pros and 12 Pro Max because it relies on the LiDAR hardware. So yeah, if you want that feature, you have to go Pro. Oh, and also, night mode is now available on all the lenses. Thank you, Apple. Thank you, Timothy. That is amazing. Next on the list of upgrades is actually to do with the Pro Max, because as a lot of leakers predicted, the Pro Max seems to be the halo device for Apple, and it really gets the major camera improvements. And that kind of sucks because you are paying $1,000 for that regular Pro, and it should get the Pro features, but it doesn't because it's not Pro enough. Anyways, what are the improvements we get with the Pro Max? It begins with the telephoto sensor. So on the Pro, you get the traditional 2x optical zoom, but on the Pro Max, you get 2.5 zoom. So it's ever so slightly better. Also, the main sensor, as predicted, is around 48% larger, which means that low light performance is around 80% better, which is ridiculous. Oh, and also, because the telephoto camera is better on the Pro Max, you get digital zoom up to around 12 times. So yeah, if you want better digital zoom, you go Pro Max. The next feature that's also exclusive to the Pros is Pro Raw recording. Now, this is something that I'm not too fussed about because I don't record a lot of videos on my iPhone, but I saw a lot of nerds get excited about it. So yeah, that's there on the Pros. So have fun with that. Oh, and also you get Dolby Vision and 10-bit recording. So yeah, that's a lot of exciting things for the camera nerds out there. But apart from that, there really aren't many upgrades with the Pros. I feel like this year, especially since the 12 and 12 mini get the same exact Super Retina XDR displays, they're just a better buy. And if you're looking to get a new iPhone, I will sway you towards that general direction. Now let's talk about the upgrades that all 4 models share. And that begins with ceramic shield front cover thing, screen. I'll explain. So essentially, Apple's using ceramic on the front of the displays to have 4 times better drop resistance. Now, I have no clue how they quantified, like, an improvement in drop resistance, but anyways, it should be pretty good. You should be basically getting an iPhone that won't shatter so easily, so that's definitely a good thing. Next, let's delve into the software trickery with these new iPhones. Not only has there been physical improvements with the cameras, there's also been some computational photography improvements in the form of Deep Fusion 2nd Gen, I guess. It's improved Deep Fusion and Smart HDR3, which essentially is some software trickery to make your photos look really good. And the photos they showed at the event, they look pretty good. Next is MagSafe. No, not that MagSafe. This MagSafe. So basically, Apple were like, hey, we need to bring back AirPower, but we can't bring back AirPower because we cancelled it, so we need to make a new wireless charger. So, oh, here's an idea. We just get one to magnetically dock on the iPhone for no reason, but it's cool, so people will buy it, and I might buy this. So yeah, as I explained right now, the iPhone 12 has a magnet on the back, which basically means that with an Apple certified MagSafe charger, it should magnetically dock with the iPhone, and that is pretty cool. MagSafe also gets some very exciting accessories. So you get this wallet thing that magnetically attaches to the back of your phone, which is pretty cool. And then you get the sleeve, which is not so cool. I'm not really digging it. But either way, pretty cool accessories for people to check out. So yeah, go ahead and order them with your iPhone. And surprisingly, the MagSafe charger is actually pretty cheap. It's around £39 here in the UK, which honestly is not too bad for a first-party Apple accessory. And I can see Apple pushing this as the future of iPhone charging. And that would make sense because we all know that they're dropping the charging port next year. So yeah, seems like wireless charging will be the default standard for the iPhones in the near future. Talking about removing things, let's now address the elephant in the room. Yeah, the iPhone 12 series does not come with AirPods or a plug. Yeah, that's actually happening. Now, yes, this is expected, and I understand the whole environmental angle. Oh my god, we need to save the trees. But let's be honest, Apple's trying to make more money. Now, what's even funnier is that the existing iPhones in the lineup, the iPhone SE, the iPhone XR, and the iPhone 11, will also no longer have a charger or AirPods in the box. So, yeah. Of course Apple would do that because they want to make more money. In terms of other little changes, there is also IP68 up to 6 meters now across the board. So yeah, if you want to throw your phone in water for 6 meters, you can do that now, which is pretty cool. Now, in terms of battery life, Apple just mentions it'll be great, but they haven't really gone into specifics. So yeah, I think that suggests that battery life on the iPhone 12 Pro and 12 Pro Max will be pretty similar to the 11 Pro and 11 Pro Max, and maybe the 12 and especially the 12 mini will have a slightly worse battery life. Who knows? We'll have to see when people eventually get these phones in their greasy hands. And that is pretty much all I can think of. Let me see if I'm missing anything on my spreadsheet of information. Oh, 5G. Nobody cares about 5G, Apple, okay? Nobody, not a single soul on this earth cares about 5G. Stop talking about it so much. Nobody cares. Oh wait, I actually did forget something pretty important. When can you buy these phones? So if you're planning to sell a kidney for these iPhones, here is the complete release schedule. So we have the iPhone 12 and the iPhone 12 Pro, which will come first. They'll be available to pre-order on the 16th and then the release on the 23rd. Now, if you want the biggest and the smallest iPhone, you kind of have to wait a bit. You might have to wait a long time, in fact, because they should be available for pre-order on the 6th of November, so a month away, and then they'll release on the 13th. So yeah, That's a shame, but at least you get some time to save some money for that 12 Pro Max because it's gonna be very expensive. And that is the end of my Apple event recap. I'm sorry if this was all over the place because I'm currently quite flustered because, you know, it's iPhone season, baby, which means new iPhones. I can't believe we finally have them. I'm definitely gonna be picking one up, the iPhone 12 most probably, but let me know what you guys are gonna be picking up in the comments below. I'm so tired, so I'm just gonna end it here. Thank you for watching, like and subscribe, do all the things, and I'll catch you in the next one. See you, peeps.